Hi Kamangas! Now it's the time to do our monthly manga logs. So these are the manga that I've read for the month of September. So let's start on the series that I'm currently reading. So first we have Arata The Legend. This is volume number 5. So I've got hooked on this manga a lot and I have purchased most of the volumes that are currently available. But unfortunately, this is on hiatus as of now. And this is done by the same mangaka who did my favorite all-time anime and shoujo manga, Fushigi Yuki. So the story is about two Arata that switch places, one Arata from the modern world and Arata from the magical world. So in this volume, Kaduwaki, who is the main villain in the modern world, came to the magical world and he became a Shinsho, a man who can wield the Hayagami, which is the main weapon on this series. So he became a Shinsho to defeat Arata Hinohara because he has some grudge against him. So this is the volume where I stopped reading Arata The Legend. For the meantime, I think this is the best volume to stop or to pause reading this for me. And I still have more volumes to read on Arata The Legend. And then next, the manga that I have read for this month is Chobits volumes 4, 5, 6. I've read the volume number 7 in scans, online scans, because it's not in my shelf as of now. It's in my home country. And then volume number 8. I have a full review of this manga. Please check that out. I'll put it in the description and link in the upper right corner of this video. So this is volume 4, 5, 6, and 8. And then I have also finished reading the first arc of One Piece. So last month I read the first 3 volumes, and this time I read volumes 4 to 12. So everybody knows about One Piece. This is a very popular manga and anime and one of my favorites also. So in this arc, my most favorite part is the Arlong arc, where Luffy and his comrades save Nami from the hands of Arlong. And this volume actually has some actors, I think, for the Baroque works, the next arc of One Piece. So far, my favorite character here is of course Luffy and Nami. So there is also a battle between Luffy and the villain in, I think that's in the restaurant, but that doesn't have much impact on me, unlike the battle between Luffy and Arlong. And that scene of Nami crying and asking Luffy for help, still it touched my heart the same it did for me when I watched the anime. So I'm gonna continue reading One Piece. So the next arc will be Baroque Works. I think that's the arc where they will meet Nico Robin. I'm not sure about that. That's what I am expecting on that arc. So we've got Luffy here in One Piece volumes 4 to 12. And then the next manga that I have read are these. I have finished reading Naruto. So next will be Naruto Shippuden. And what I can say about this is it exceeded my expectation actually. I have watched the anime of Naruto, but reading the manga changed some of my thoughts about Naruto. I thought this was made for kids, but actually the manga has better fight scenes and it's darker than the anime. I guess they did the anime for kids, for children. So if you haven't read Naruto, I highly recommend this manga to everyone. And still, my favorite characters are the ninjas from Suna village. So that's Gaara, Temari, and Kankuro. And the last 8 volumes of this, so Shikamaru became a chunin and he gathered some comrades to rescue Sasuke in the hands of Orochimaru's subordinates. That's the sound of 4. But originally, it's a sound of 5 because Kamimaru was not included there. So I'll show you how they look like here. This is the sound of 4. This 4 with Kamimaru. And what I like about this is it has the battle between Choji and one of the sound of 4. So Choji doesn't have a highlight on the Chunin exam. So here I came to know what he can do in the battlefield. And there is, I think my most favorite here is Neji. Neji's battle between, forgot the name of the villain. So that's my favorite battle on this manga, on these volumes I mean. So I read volumes 20, 21, that's Choji, Shikamaru, and Naruto, Neji here, 22, and Kiba as well, volume 23, volume 24, 25, that's Sasuke and Itachi, 26 and 27. So 26 and 27, this is the battle between Sasuke and Naruto. And according to Itachi, Sasuke needs to kill his best friend to gain the power of Mangekyo. That's one of the power of Sharingan. So I'm enjoying reading this. I'm not sure if I will continue with Shippuden for now because I'm still missing the box set number 3. So I will think about it if I should stop on this or continue reading Naruto even though I don't have the complete set. So this is Naruto volumes 20 to 27. And I think this month is my largest reading logs as of 2021. Then the next manga that I'll show you are one-shot manga. I've also read Tropic of the Sea. This is by Satoshi Kon. This manga is about mermaids. So Yosuke's family is tasked to take care of an egg. That's a mermaid egg. So every 30 years, it will be taken from them. So they need to take care of that. And his father showed that egg to the world. And then there's a rich guy who wants to take the egg because he believes and he saw that it has some power, like Yosuke's wound got healed because of the power of the egg. That's what he believes and he wants to take that. So this is a very good read. If you want a short read with a great story, this is one of my recommendations. Please check this manga because it is really worth it reading this. This is a one-shot manga. And then the next one is another one-shot manga. But this time, this is a classic manga. Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. So Charles Dickens is one of my favorite classic novelists. So he's the same guy who wrote Oliver Twist and A Tale of Two Cities, which I have read when I was in elementary. So this manga is like an all-in-one. It has some actions, mystery, and romance on it. So the story of this is about Pip, who met a prisoner. So when he was young, he helped an escaped convict, and he's living with his sister because their parents passed away. But unfortunately, his relatives is not good on him. The only person who is taking care of him is his friend named Joe. And Pip was in love with Estelia. So this is about his adventure, and it's worth it to check this out. A short read but with a great story and with a moral lesson on it. So this manga ends beautifully. I like the ending. So it's worth it to check this out, and I'm planning to get the other classics in a manga form. And this is published by Udon Entertainment. So I think they are the one who has published manga classics like this one. Then the next one that I have read this month is Damekoi, The Late Night Guide to Bad Romance. This is a josei manga and a story about these three ladies in their 20s and their love or romantic relationships with the guys they have met. So these three ladies has different stories, and this is more on their narration on those stories. And this is my first manga that is published by Shogakukan Asia. The manga that they have published is mostly for Southeast Asian countries like Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and many other countries in Southeast Asia. I like the art of this and the stories, and I'm so excited to get the other volumes of this. I think it has a total of 10 volumes if I'm not mistaken. And this is a good read for those who want adult romantic relationship stories. So this is Damekoi volume number 1. And then I have also started reading Alice on Deadlines. I've read volumes 1 and 2. So this is about a Shinigami who was punished. So he is punished to retrieve a soul in Earth, but he has to use a body of a skeleton. But instead of landing on that skeleton body, he landed on Alice. So Alice is a high school student who is loved by her schoolmates. She's like an idol on that school. But Lapan landed on her body and her soul was transferred to that skeleton body. So this manga is more on comedy, and honestly the story of this is not that great, but the art is awesome. So as you can see, I'll show you some of the pages. So this is the skeleton that was supposed to be used by Lapan, the Shinigami, and this is Alice. So it has some ecchi scenes So we've got Alice volumes number 1 and 2. And the last manga that I have read for this month is Kuroko's Basketball. So this is 2 in 1, 2 volumes in a single book. I have more than 20 volumes of this as of now, and it is completed in 30 volumes. That's why I decided to start reading this. Anyway, I will be able to complete this, I think, before the end of the year. So this is about Kuroko and his unique way of playing basketball. So his main technique is misdirection. I have watched the anime of this, but I forgot the ending. I'm always like that. I watch a couple of episodes and then forgot the ending. So this is Kuroko's Basketball, volumes 1 and 2. And honestly, I like the anime more than the manga. Maybe because Kise is not well drawn. Unlike the anime, I found him very attractive. So this is Kise, the idol of one of the miracle of generations. So this is mainly focused on Kuroko and Kagami. So Kuroko will help Kagami to defeat the miracle generation of miracles. So he was part of that team. I think that's Teiko High School. They are the undefeated school from their first year until they have graduated on that school. So this is Kuroko's Basketball. And as you know, I like sports manga. I like Kuroko's Basketball and Slam Dunk as well. I hope I'll be able to complete that and start reading it. So this is Kuroko's Basketball, volumes 1 and 2. So these are the manga that I have read for this month. Total of 30 volumes. And this is my biggest reading log for this year. So I'm hoping to read more on the month of October. I'll try to read one of the genre that I hate. So that's horror. I'll try my best to read those series that is not my cup of tea. So again, thank you everyone. And see you on my next videos. Goodbye. Please be safe.